There are hundreds of programming languages out there. But why? Why not just use one? Because every language was built to solve a specific problem. And these are the most important ones and exactly why they exist. Let's start with the name everyone knows, Python. The syntax reads like plain English. Learn it in a week. Use it for a lifetime. But what makes Python dominate isn't that it's easy. It's that it's frighteningly versatile. AI, machine learning, data science, backend web, Python shows up everywhere. Want to train a machine learning model? Python. Scrape data from the web? Python. Build a REST API? Python. This is the language that scientists, engineers, and startups are all using at the same time. But Python doesn't run in the browser. And that's exactly why the next language exists. JavaScript. You can't love it. You can't hate it because you have to use it. It's the only language that runs natively in every browser. No installation required. Every beautiful UI, every clickable button, every smooth animation on the web, that's JS. Love it or hate it, doesn't matter. You'll still be writing it. But web apps need a different kind of speed and stability, especially at enterprise scale. And that's where Java comes in. Not the most exciting language, but the most reliable one in enterprise environments. Famous slogan: write once, run anywhere, write it once, run it on any operating system, thanks to the Java virtual machine. Banks, insurance companies, government systems, places where downtime means losing millions, they choose Java. Not because it's cool, because it never breaks. But before Java, before Python, before all of it, one language laid the foundation for the entire industry. C. The grandfather of languages. Born in the 70s and still here, C talks directly to hardware. No middle layers, no overhead. The Linux kernel? Written in C. Embedded systems in cars, aircraft, medical devices? C. If your code needs to run close to the metal, C is the answer. The problem is C is raw. And sometimes you need more structure without losing the speed. That's exactly why C++ was created. Take C and add object-oriented programming, and you get a language that's both blindingly fast and highly structured. AAA games running at 60 frames per second with photorealistic graphics. Unreal Engine is written in C++. Chrome, Photoshop, C++. C++ is powerful, but complex. For those working inside the Microsoft ecosystem, there's a more comfortable option. C#. Microsoft built it and placed it everywhere in their ecosystem. Enterprise software on Windows, C#, and more importantly, Unity, the most popular game engine in the world for indie developers, uses C# as its primary language. If you want to build mobile games or indie games, C# is the shortest path. But if you're not building games or enterprise software, and instead you're building for the cloud, there's a language made exactly for that. Go. Google created it because they were tired of complexity. The goal? Simple to write, fast to compile, powerful to run. Docker, Kubernetes, both written in Go. When you deploy an app to the cloud, there's a good chance Go is running somewhere behind the scenes. Go solved complexity. But there was still one problem even C couldn't fix: memory safety. And that's exactly why Rust exists. The most loved language by developers. 9 years running on the Stack Overflow survey. Rust solves what C and C++ never could: the speed of C. With zero memory bugs, memory leaks, null pointers, buffer overflows, Rust stops them at compile time, before the code even runs. Mozilla, Microsoft, and Google are all betting on it. Every language so far is cross-platform. But one language was built to serve a single ecosystem, and does it perfectly. Swift. Apple created it in 2014 to replace Objective-C. Want to build an app for iPhone, Mac, or Apple Watch? Swift is the official language for the entire Apple ecosystem. Modern syntax. Safe. Fast. If you're targeting Apple users, and that's billions of people, Swift is where you start. So there it is. 9 languages, each one built to do one thing well. There's no best language, only the right language for your problem. The real question isn't which language should I learn, it's what do you want to build?